Alicia here.
And Eddie.
Back on our channel, We to 3 with another Weigh-In Wednesday.
Yeah.
If you remember our quick update from last week, we took kind of like a little breather just to reevaluate like what we were doing and what was working and not working, and came to the conclusion that we needed to come up with kind of a new plan for what we're going to do in the future. And this week, that's basically all we've been doing is researching what we want to do in June, things that we want to change, ways that we might want to switch it up and kick it into like high gear and or take it to the next level as far as our fitness and our weight goals. Like, we just want to find the process that's going to work the best for us and like meets what we're looking for.
Meet some long-term goals too.
Totally, and change our lifestyle even more than we already have. So since last week was kind of a breather for us, we basically just did what we've always been doing. I will say that because of the holiday, because it was Memorial Day, I would say that I haven't been to as many classes this week as I typically would have, and that we ate probably worse than we usually would because it was a holiday. And
car food, took a long drive to Bend.
Yeah, car food for like a road trip, and then like Memorial Day food, barbecue food. All of that kind of was a factor this week. But even though that happened, I will say that I maintained this week. I'm still at 210.
I also maintained this week. I'm at 230.
So I think that puts us in a really good position going into next week, where we're going to start amping up for what's next for us, because that's something that we've been doing for the last couple weeks where we've been at the same weight. So it's a good plateau to kind of like start the next phase on.
So with that said and the research done, I think we've concluded that we're going to do the whole 30.
Yep, so for 30 days in June. So what we're going to do, because the first falls on like a Monday this next week, we would usually start then, but Monday is actually going to be a rough day for us. It's emotionally going to be a rough day. Last year, that was the day that we found out I was miscarrying our first child, and it's not a good day.
Right. So
it's probably not a great day to start like a really taxing and difficult food journey, is what I've decided personally. So I'm going to start on the 2nd. If you want to start on the 1st, more than welcome.
We'll take the temperature that day and find out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to start on the 2nd and go until probably July 2nd or 31 days from June 2nd.
Right.
If you haven't ever heard of the Whole 30, I really encourage you to go to their website and check it out. I'll link it down below if you have questions on it. I'm also going to order the book on Friday. They have 2 books. The first one is It Starts With Food, which is their original book that they based the Whole 30 program off of. And then the second book is actually the Whole 30, and that's what it's titled, and it's more about like recipes and kind of like meal plans, everything that you need to kind of like start the Whole 30.
Really solidify the whole process.
Totally. So I'm going to order that on Friday actually on my Kindle, so I can read it over the weekend and get us pretty much like all prepped and ready, so that next Tuesday we'll be ready to kind of like start from there. The Whole 30 is basically follows the paleo lifestyle in that it's no sugar, no grain, no dairy, no legumes. So there's a lot of no's there, but I don't want that to discourage you. There's so many things that you can eat under the Whole 30 program, and it's such a good like 30 days to really retrain your taste buds, like get you into the process, and then from there I think we're planning to kind of continue to eat on a mostly paleo lifestyle after we finish it.
Right.
We might modify it a little bit just because I also like the keto diet as well, and I call it a diet when I really mean like it's just a way that you eat for your lifestyle. And the main differences is a difference in dairy allowance between keto and paleo. There are other differences as well, but that's one of the main things, is like that's a no that becomes a yes. That's something that I'm interested in modifying later down the road, but for now, the Whole 30 is like what we really are committing to, because we want to cut back completely on our sugar, give ourselves an entire month to really like clean our bodies out and start over. One thing I do want to mention about the Whole 30 is that one of the rules of the program is that you don't weigh yourself for 30 days. I will say that I think we plan to break that rule because we like our videos the way they are, where we tell you what our measurements are and what our weight is. So next Wednesday we will start with like our weight and our measurements, and then we'll do them again July 1st, and that will be a really good measurement of how that goes as far as the measurements go from month to month, but we will still weigh in every week. The main reason that they don't want you to on Whole30 is because they don't want you paying attention to like weight loss and fluctuation, especially because I think during the first few weeks it can, the big switch can really mess with your body weight. We're not going to worry about that. We just take it as a record. It's not like make or break or anything. We're not going to give up and quit the Whole30 because we gained like 5 pounds or something. Like that's not is how it's going to work, because we know that it's meant as like a broader change.
Yeah. Our experience with recent vacations and weight change in that respect has definitely toughened our skin.
Yeah, definitely. And I know how much weight fluctuation can happen, and we're not concerned about it. So we are going to keep weighing in every week, just because I do think it holds us accountable.
Because we want to.
Yeah, because we want to.
I do think though that it'll be interesting to see the measurement difference.
I think so too. I think it'll have a big effect, especially dropping sugar.
Yeah.
I know that sugar is just, it's such a culprit. It's in everything. So that's going to be, I think, the hardest part for me. I think that cutting out grain, I've come close to before without a problem. Dairy, I don't miss very much.
I don't miss dairy either.
Yeah, but sugar's the thing for me that, like, because it's in everything, it's really hard to cut out. But the Whole30 book, it looks amazing as far as how many recipes and alternatives they give. So I think that we're going to be solid. And I will next week give you kind of a breakdown now in the videos when we go into Whole30 of what we're eating every week. I think we'll mostly be doing the same breakfasts, the same lunches for like 1 week, and then we'll switch it up for the next week. And then dinners will probably be very like week to week and or night to night. So.
Yeah. Moving right along, talking about our plans for next week on top of the Whole30-day diet. I'm definitely going to be looking into, well, I have been looking into strength-based workout plans, stuff like Arnold Schwarzenegger. So we're going to see what the plan looks like. I downloaded an app, it's called 5x5. So it's basically doing large reps of 5 reps and 5 sets. So we're going to see how that works. I'll keep you guys updated next week.
And for my fitness, it's going to be pretty much the same thing I've been doing. I'm just going to keep going to ClassPass. I did notice last week that I did incorporate a few more cardio classes into my routine. I've been going to mostly strength, and I think that I need to continue to up the amount of cardio classes I'm taking. Not that the strength ones aren't amazing, but I could tell from the way I was winded during that cardio class that I needed to be getting more cardiovascular exercise. So that's one thing I'm going to do when it comes to my ClassPass rotation of classes. And otherwise, that's our new revamped plan for what's coming up for June. I'm really excited about it. I think that it's going to be a really good change for us. I'm really hoping that it's something that we can stick to and really like keep each other good on. I think that that's something that's been kind of like lagging for me for the last few weeks, is that like holding each other accountable to good food choices. We've kind of slipped back into a little bit of our old routine. Yeah, totally. But I think that the Whole30 is a really good structured plan to kick us out of that.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much again for watching the video. Don't forget, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs up anyway. Feel free to comment. New rules. Feel free to comment below. We love to respond to your guys' comments. You guys have been so supportive. Thank you so much. Find us on Instagram and also
on Twitter, and subscribe below if you haven't.
Yep.
We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.